Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Advanced Tactics Gold. This is episode number 9. And the state of affairs right now is we have one German unit completely cut off in the south. The second unit kind of escaped. We've basically established a front line all along the front. This consecutive front is going to be helpful to eliminate further French and German incursions behind enemy lines, which in the end, it turns out the AI probably was a little too aggressive. But it's really nice. I mean, okay, the AI maybe was too aggressive, but it did frighten me. It was a bit scary, even like, oh, okay, wow, they're super aggressive. Okay, now in hindsight, sure, I'm cutting off their units, and these are probably going to be lost in the end. But yeah, the AI it's really not bad considering the scope of the design team. It's relatively small design team, so. Alright, so that's what we're looking at overall. I hope to try to eliminate some of these units that we have cut off. And they're again just tying up units that are used to keep them pinned. And we just take this example here. I have 3 units on the front and 3 units tying up this one unit, which could be better placed 1, 2, 3. You know, those 3 extra hexes on the front that I can't occupy because I'm surrounding this unit. So let's try to get rid of that situation as soon as possible. The other thing I want to address right before we move into attacking and moving is production. I really want to switch over to more machine gun production. However, for the time being, I need more boots on the ground, so I'm going to keep up my ranger production. Again, I still haven't seen the benefits of the rangers quite yet. I'm really not sold on them. Yeah. But maybe there's something about morale I don't know, or maybe I've just gotten really unlucky with my my previous battles because I haven't seen them perform any better than rifles. And in fact, if I'm honest, like because of my unlucky rolls or whatever it is in battle, it seems like they're performing worse than regular riflemen, which can't be the case. It just cannot be. All their stats are the same except for morale is higher. And I just can't imagine a world in which higher morale meant lower combat performance. So I'm assuming that the Rangers are performing better than their rifleman counterparts. Alright, so that all being said, I can't switch production quite yet. It's kind of stuck where it is for good reason. I want the political points, I want the 100 Rangers, because this gives me 2 new Ranger units, 2 new Special Forces divisions every turn, which I need. I just need. So I do have some put into submachine gun production, which is probably, I don't think I need this many anymore, so let's actually drop this down and increase the supply. Because right now I'm starting to build up an excess of submachine guns. We have 200 here already, and I can't foresee a use for all those extra submachine guns. So we'll probably actually start creating these city guardians that are actually leaving the cities and doing their work in the forest. So we have some forest up here, right here. I probably should just start creating extra city guard units. They're not going to be guarding cities, but is that what I called them, city guard? Oh, no. What did I call you? Oh, yeah, I called them submachine gun guard. Yeah, so we'll create some more guard forces that can actually be used on the offensive. But my first priority was definitely defending the cities, defending the urban, defending like this little area here, this forest here. Defending those locations with the submachine gun guards so we can hold the critical locations. Now I think it's about time that we start pushing on the offensive a little bit more. Alright, good, so that's the state of affairs. Let's go ahead and get to it then. We'll move this engineer towards the soil. This is only level 1, so it is due for an upgrade. And you can see we're amassing a good amount of oil. Raws, once we got through that initial hump, have not been a problem. In fact, they were never really a problem for us because we didn't have to build roads. If you're not building a lot of roads, which I still will need to do throughout the game, but when you're not building roads, you need a lot less raws. To build a road, I think it's, let's see, this guy would know. Yeah, it's 20 raws per... Yeah, it's 20 raws per road. So to build a road from this hex to this hex, it would take 20. From this hex to this hex, it would take 20. There would be no sense in doing that, but it takes 20 per road you build. So if you're building roads, you do actually go through raws quite quickly. Now, as it is, I think if we go back to production one final time, the amount of resources we're using right now is just 18 raws. So yeah, you do click this button to go between resources and current production slots. We're only using 18 raws, that's really minor. I want that number to actually increase because I want to build more machine guns than just 18. But yeah, like I said, for now we need more boots on the ground rather than more high quality infantry. And we'll start setting up our specific unit types that we want. Like basically a lot more machine guns with all of the divisions. We'll set those unit types up as soon as we actually hammer out a front line, which should be pretty soon, maybe next turn. Okay, so we move that guy towards the oil. Raws are good, oils is good, building, and that's good. Because as soon as we get airplanes, it's all going to change. Maybe we'll never even get a chance to build airplanes in this one, I don't know. Because political points is so tight right now. It doesn't seem like we have a chance to free up the political points needed for research. I mean, we can't even get to artillery. So, well, we'll see. Hopefully when we capture a few of these enemy cities, those can really only be designated for political points or oil or raw. And if you're good about it, you should never use the cities for raw or oil. You should always use them for political points. So, okay. This unit looks pretty vulnerable. I would say it looks like it warrants an attack. Just because the readiness of this unit is relatively low. The infantry gun with a higher readiness is not going to be very good on attack, and trucks have no combat value. Plus they have some staff here, which I always love destroying. It's just, it's the perfect thing to do. Yeah. So, we have a few backup machine gun and ranger units here, but I don't think we should use any of those. So I think let's see what a three-sided attack looks like here. We're at exactly 150 out of 150. We get 20% bonus. I mean, I like everything about this. We are at 200, about 4-to-1 odds. And because they're low entrenchment, I'm going to go ahead and attack. I don't think entrenchment is factored into the combat value you see, so it's good to check the entrenchment. 46 with a low entrenchment of 40 is fine. Probably only makes us a value of about 80. Okay, so things are starting off really good. Went a little bit worse for us at some point, but yeah, this was excellent. We won. We only killed 1 staff. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry, we killed 4 staff. That's excellent. That's really good. Let's take a look at it. We killed 29 rifles, 2 trucks, 3 infantry guns, 4 staff, all at the cost of 7 units. 4 rifles, which eventually will be replaced anyway, and 3 rangers. I would consider this a huge success. So things are, yeah, after many battles, which I was not, I would say, thrilled about, this one went pretty much our way. And we even have the opportunity to do a follow-up attack, which I think I'll do. So this one, so it's an interesting situation. I didn't look at it exactly, but I'm assuming although this one unit only had 1 casualty, it probably had a lot retreating, which means the readiness is in general lower. And I don't really care which of these 2 units moves forward, although it would be nice to preserve the line. It's really tough to say, actually. 41 plus 9, 45. Okay, good. So these 3 units together will make 150. I can probably attack this guy as well. Okay, that's good. Which means I'll just move this guy. I'll move this one forward and attack with him. Okay, good, good. Just retreats, and we killed that. Maybe, I don't think we ever killed these headquarters though, but we did kill another 7 units, it looks like. Yeah, we had no losses ourselves. Just lowered our readiness a little bit from 88 to 82. I'm definitely okay with that. Great, so that was a very good decision. Actually, looks like we did eliminate their headquarters unit. I'm I'm a little surprised to see that. Does this guy, can he also contribute to the attack? Yeah, he can. Interesting. So what happens if we... I don't know what the best thing to do is. I want to also attack and eliminate this guy if I can, because his readiness is pretty low. I know that this guy's bumbling around back here, but based on the reconnaissance, I saw numbers as high as 80 with this guy, I think, or 70. So I'm going to let him kind of wander around behind enemy lines. I would rather attack him when his readiness is really low, because the unit is really potent, especially for machine guns. Here we have only one machine gun, and the readiness is already 25 on these guys. It's a little bit higher on this unit. So let's attack this unit that's in the suburban hex a little bit more to the north and try to eliminate that one. There are a few ways I can do this. I think I want to use... Yeah, I think I want to use this unit. So what I think I want to do is move... I want to shift this line over. I want the 124 on the oil. Probably I want the 109 here because it's a more strategically valuable location. So I do want him there eventually. So let's move him there. And this guy can move actually down and then do an attack from this side, which is good. It'll keep this guy kind of pinned where I want him anyway. So let's do this shifting. And this guy's going to move to the swamp because if he is attacked by this unit, they'll have to attack over a stream. So I'm not as worried. And this unit's slower anyways, so we're just going to kind of shift forces forward, probably like this. And I know this opens this up in the south, so I'm not sure whether or not to... it'll cost 15 to move here. I might move this unit here and then move him down here to somewhat preserve the line here. Because I don't need to attack this unit yet, I just want to preserve the ability of my units to reinforce. So the red still has to trace a supply back all the way over here. Which means I probably want to move this unit over here if I can. I'll have to shimmy some forces north from the south. Let's take care of this unit first though. I want to make sure not to go over the attack stack, so this is important. 140. Okay, good. I think I'm going to do this attack exactly how it is. It seems like overkill, and maybe it is, but as long as I'm below the attack stack, this should just be more effective. So let's attack. Wow, very, extremely good. This is a lot more what I would expect. So all their units surrendered. They can't retreat anywhere. So we ended up killing, wow, 57 units. That's really good. We only lost 2 rangers and 2 rifles. Obviously a trade-off I would take any day of the week. Okay, so there's no reason to move anybody in, I think. I kind of want everyone exactly where they are. The only person I would consider moving in is this guy, but the only reason to defend this hex is just to prevent it from falling to this guy. Is that the way he's going to try to retreat though? I believe not. I think he'll go down south. Even if he pushes in here, he'll only gain the entrenchment bonus from 1 turn. And he's going to keep losing supply and we can keep him pinned here. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it exactly where it is. I think everyone's fine. I have my line. Okay, so this unit does not really need to stay there. I can move him in because between this hex and this hex and this hex, I'd rather this guy move here. So let's just kind of force him to move there. I'm fine with that. Plus that also secures our supply line to the guys on the oil. That's good. Alright, what else? Let me take a drink. Much better. So I'm thinking we're done in the north. Oh, this oil, do we want to upgrade it? I guess not. Yeah, ultimately we'll probably have some units that are using fuel, but we don't right now, and the political points cost for upgrading, I think is 80. Oh my gosh, it's 100. Yeah, we're definitely going to forgo that. So let's actually move this unit over here, which is where it'll construct a factory, and in fact we could construct the gun factory now. Yeah, let's do it. So this will take some engineering points and all that, but after this, we don't need to... This engineer can move over to this oil assuming, as I'm going to assume, I will, that we're going to start pushing back. That means that I think it's okay for us to build over here and push him over to the oil and upgrade it, because I don't think it'll be under threat. Pretty soon we should push back and hopefully start taking the battle to the French territory. So let's build. Gun factory. Again, it's going to take 80 of our 116 available political points. That's unfortunate, but supplies is pretty minimal, and it does take some raw, but our raw is not in bad shape. So there, we have our first factory of the game. I think maybe the first factory for anybody. Oh, no, you can see the Germans have already built a tank factory. Have they gotten any tanks? I don't see any tanks with them yet. But I'm assuming that'll change pretty quickly. And they have built this road all the way over. I mean, it's really nice. Like I said, it's really nice for me because it's like, oh, okay. That's just a really nice path for me to follow when I end up trying to take over Germany. But for the time being, it means that all this stuff that I was saying wouldn't be in supply is now completely in supply. So I'll have to take advantage of capturing units like this. Otherwise, these units are probably going to be fully in supply. They have low readiness now, but that means they're probably just starting to get supply back. However, now that they're back in supply, I assume, the readiness will go up quickly. Okay. We are pressured a bit in this area. I think I want to move my really heavy unit here and advance this parachute unit forward. But I can't figure out exactly what I want to do. I need to push everyone. I do need to snake everyone forward from here. What is the best way of doing this? Okay, let's think. These guys are relatively low readiness, except for this unit. But their readiness will be higher at the beginning of next turn when they're supposedly still in supply, or back in supply. Does that mean this unit is possibly threatened? I don't know. I could push one more unit here and push this unit here, which would double defend this area. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I want to push my units north. This is enough units in the south, I think, right here. Although they are opening this front up as... Man, I really wish I had defended the river better now. But that's okay. It's fine. As soon as we get back to the river, it'll be hard for us to cross, but it'll be easy for us to defend. So let's just think about doing that. Let's not worry about attacking quite yet. I'm thinking offensive in my head, but no, let's... In fact, is it just time for us to eliminate this unit? Let's see what happens if I do all attack. We're at 290 out of 300. We have 100% bonus. I really would have preferred to do some bombardment of artillery first. Now, if we do this all attack and it's successful, assuming that it is, because we're at like 70 times... Oh, shoot. We shouldn't attack with this unit, though. Because submachine guns will have a penalty in the hex and open plains. Any kind of open environment submachine guns will have a penalty in. And it does give us a minus 20%. It seems like I should do the attack with the submachine guns too, because the extra 20% kind of offsets the minus 25% penalty to their attack value. Okay, let's just do it. Let's do an all-sided attack. It surely is going to succeed, and the good news is we're below our attack stack penalty, so we shouldn't take extra losses. Excellent. Perfect. So we lost 3 units, it looks like. A few retreated, but we're all good. So they lost 73 rifles, 10 submachine guns, 4 machine guns, and 2 mortars. That's a huge production penalty loss. Like the amount of production points lost here is upwards of 8,000. Maybe even upwards of 9,000. And I only lost 3 units. That's incredible. And even one of those units was a rifle, which I'm, you know, happy about. Because eventually we'll be trading all my riflemen out, right? Okay, that means that immediately I can just start reinforcing the front. Let's move this unit here. These guys are okay. I think we're okay with this unit being attacked here now because there's no strategic value for this hex anymore. So if they want to use overwhelming odds to defend, to break through here, that's fine. They're only going to get to open plains. Let's shimmy everyone else north. I guess I will double defend this raw because it is pretty valuable to me. So because we can get there, we might as well. Now I think I'm even going to just move this whole headquarters unit north a little bit because I'm 1, 2, 3 hexes away. If I move it north, if I'm able to get to here, can I get to there? I can. It'll take all of my action points to move there. So we need to split off any units we want to split off first so they still have action points. Create a new formation. And let's transfer 50 ranger units in. Make this special forces. And let's move him. Well, I don't know where to move him yet. We should start over here. Okay. I might be a little bold on this one. He can get here. Where can this guy get? Just short of the urban. I was thinking of even pulling the Liverpool guard out. Because if I'm not mistaken, this guy, I want him to move here so that this unit can move to this hex. By the way, if you left click, when you have M selected, the move thing selected, if you left click, you'll move. But if you right click, you can view what the landscape is or highlight a hex. So right clicking doesn't do anything, but left click was actually move. I'll hit escape just because we don't want to move, but just a quick tip. And I don't want to spend too much longer because we're about at the time when I should be ending my turn. Which is all fine in the north, but okay. If I move this here, where will this guy go? Here? They'll certainly push through here. Do I care? That's the tough question. Do I care? Well, these guys will be cut off from supply. They have 2 rounds, 2 rounds. They all have 2 rounds left, so let's do it. Let's just do it. It's worth it, I think. These guys will have 2 rounds of supply, even if they're cut off. So let's make sure that this route stays open, but not worry about these guys. I don't really need the extra 1 ranger unit to reinforce this guy. That's fine. Okay, so that means that I should shift this guy here, and this guy should shift here. Let's do it. Now this guy doesn't have to shift as far as I thought. He'll just shift here. So if he goes here, can he go here? 50... I think I do want to kind of push off the road here. You know what would be really nice is actually, can I capture this? I can get that, which would be a great hex for me to defend. Can this guy get all the way here? He cannot. So it's 40 to move in there. So if I do, okay, so bear with me here. If I move here, it's cost 50. Now, according to this, moving 30 to 70 means it costs 40. That means it should cost 40 to move in here. It does. Good. So I was able to capture that hex, which I wanted to do, and also move where I wanted to move. That's great. The question now is, do I want to just go ahead and abandon this supply line and take over the hex, which I think is more valuable, or do I want to just secure my supply line? I think I'm going to actually just secure my supply line on this one. Yeah, we might move all the way forward to here. Because I'm going to want these units to move as far north, further north next turn. In fact, what I could do is move this unit here. So yeah, I will do this, and I'll switch him over to red. He's behind the front, so I don't need his extra combat value on this turn, and then we'll just keep forming the line from there. Okay, here's an interesting question. Do I actually form a line, or do I form the line here? This unit, where can you get to? You can only get to these two. So yeah, I guess that means that I have to do it this way. Okay, well, I think we have a consecutive line all the way, right? Except for there's a break right here. 2 hex break, and then we have our supply line all the way back up to here. Perfect. Good, well then I think we're ready to end this turn and see what the reaction is from the French and the Germans. End turn. Okay, they did push forward, they attacked. I didn't see what the result was. Another attack. Well, we didn't get pushed away, so hopefully it was a success. Lots of movement. Okay, well that's a good sign. If we only lost 7, I doubt we lost any of the battles, and we killed over 10 times the amount of units that we lost. And now Dwight Eisenvalue has also reached level 1. Fantastic. Oh, we got 90 supply points. That's a staff points. That's a lot. So he can actually have quite a few staff. Now, he's supposed to have 80, and he has 80. I usually give these guys, we'll see here, this guy has 170 staff, and he's only supposed to have 59. I way overstaff these guys. I'm not sure, this is my guess, totally a guess, but I think when you have more staff than the staff you can command effectively, that every staff member after that only counts for 50%. So you need 2 staff to get what effectively is 1 staff worth out of it. But I'm totally okay with throwing more staff at the problem. The only problem is we have to make sure that we remember that staff do cost supply. And right now, probably one of my biggest draws for supply are staff. So, good to keep in mind. If we're overstaffed on all of them, which it appears we are, 203 here, 124 there, 123 there, we'll have to cut back on supply production, or staff production, and instead switch that over to exactly what I was saying, supply production. But it looks like the required out and the supply stockpiles, I like to have this number about 2 to 1, and it's 3 to 1 here, and 3 to 1 here. So we're doing really good on supply. That's good. Very good news. All right, so let's quickly review what they did. They did push way, way, way out of, well, that's just, in fact, that's not even sensible. I have no idea what they're actually even trying to accomplish here. So we can definitely move this engineer forward and upgrade this oil. We don't have the, dang it, I'm 1 political point short. That's frustrating, but that's okay. Maybe I should wait to upgrade this oil until after like in a few more turns, because then I might, actually, wait, I can probably have my cake and eat it too. It will only cost 40 political points, and how many do I need to research artillery? 84. Okay. I need to squeeze out 1 more political point, and then I can actually upgrade this, and next turn still have enough for getting artillery, which would be fantastic. And this guy's cut off. That's quite obvious. Of course he's cut off. He's probably been cut off for ages, but that's okay. We'll move him towards the oil. This unit we can see is decreasing in combat effectiveness. The readiness is dropped by about 20 overall. It looks like it drops about 20 per turn that you're not supplied, which is not nearly as bad as I thought. Remember, my initial guess was probably 50. So, and they have quite a few fragmented units over here. They're dead set on defending this suburban hex, which is all well and good, but what does it mean for them if I just surround them? Which one here? I'll probably do. So we can get perfect surroundment on these guys, and the light units they have to the east don't appear to be strong enough to break back through for them, which will just force them to attack. I mean, it's going to force their hand. They can try to go around or do whatever, but I'm not going to be worried about that. The one problem I would not be so happy about is if they attacked Bristol itself. Although I can probably build another machine gun, submachine gun guard here and then leave so that my headquarters doesn't get attacked. Because the same way that I love attacking staff and killing them, I hate to lose my staff in the same manner. Alright, but I think this video has gone on long enough. I'm pretty excited about things, how they're going. Oh, okay, so they definitely are getting armored cars now, but that's just good to know. And I wonder if there's been any battles between the French and the Germans. We should maybe even relinquish this forest just to incite more violence between the French and the Germans, build up our forces behind them, quietly. Hopefully nobody really pays attention, and then push on when we're really strong. I don't know. There's lots of interesting options, I think, at this point. But I'll call this episode to a close, and we'll pick it up in the next one. Until then, take care.